everybody, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ashley Lanese. I make videos on spirituality, motivation, and writing, blending all of that together so that you can get the best benefit out of it. Let's get started. Today's video is my 4 tips on show, don't tell in writing. A lot of people talk about show, don't tell, and I feel like they always make it sound froofy and like mystical. It doesn't have to be like that. Sometimes you just want a really quick video on what is show, don't tell, and how can I get rid of it in my writing. Well, you came to the right video because this video is about to be super fast paced, and by the end of it, you're gonna be like, I exactly know what I need to do to not tell and just show. The reason why you want to show rather than tell in your writing is because when you show, you paint a picture for your reader to be able to use their imagination, use their mental stimulation, and put themselves in your world and see it through their mind's eye. Rather than if you tell, you're just giving blanket information and the reader can't really create anything with their mind's eye. Moving on to tip number 1, how to know when you are telling rather than showing, because I feel like this is why you're watching this video. The first and the quickest way, if you're writing in past tense, to know that you are telling rather than showing is when you use the word was. If you say, she was angry, she was happy, she was calm, you are telling us how the person is feeling. So instead of saying she was angry, my second tip is to get specific. Think about what this character looks like when they're angry. Maybe their brows smashed together. Maybe they look as if they could breathe fire. That will allow the reader to create a more beautiful picture, and they're gonna use their brain at the same time and be like, oh, this person's angry. It's better to have the reader try to catch on rather than to just shove information in the reader's face. That brings me into my third tip, how to identify that you were telling rather than showing, is when you state an outright emotion. Anytime you see yourself say an outright emotion, this person was shy, this person was nervous, or an outright concept like things are cold or hot, that's immediately just telling your reader something. So the best ways to identify, you see the word was, you're like, oh, okay, that's me telling. The second thing is the emotion, you're telling rather than showing. And then the way that you quell that is you get specific on what that looks like for that character. Tip number 4, another way to figure out that you are using tell rather than show is when you say, I looked at him and I knew he was feeling this way. Or I looked at another character and I could tell that this. Okay, I see this a lot in writing, and now word count has a play. Like if you've got like a certain word count, you obviously can get away with this sometimes, and there are instances where telling needs to happen, which I could make another video on that if you want to request that in the comments down below. But a lot of people actually fall prey to this. Instead of saying, I looked at him and I could tell this, you want to say, I looked at him and let's say he has something he's hiding from your character. You could say, I looked at him and his face went pale. And then you can even give us like a stream of thought with the character. Like the character can be like, why is he looking like this? He never looks like this. And indicate, and you can even Google, what do people seem like when they're hiding something? Usually they'll actually put their hands behind their backs, like he had his hands behind his backs, and I felt as if he had a secret trapped inside of him, or something like that. You can even allude to it in your metaphors. So that's all that I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching this video all the way until the end, and I am writing a mermaid series if you want to look at some of my YouTube shorts on the art that I'm doing for my book, or you can look me up on ashleylanese.com and read the synopsis of my book, which I always link down below as well, and I will see you all in the next video.